What's happening, people? And we're here with your Liverpool preview. Something new for you today. Obviously, as I say, he doesn't need any introduction.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of the goats in this business.
Yeah,
I mean, we've got Big Vuj in the building. Obviously,
Thank you for having me.
Listen, always a pleasure. One of the biggest and best at it, to be fair, from the Liverpool side.
Thank you.
Obviously, one of my guys, but we're enemies on the weekend. And it's a weird one because Liverpool are doing so well at the moment. You're getting a lot of Liverpool fans. And they're almost too humble. I don't like it. Do you know what I mean? They're too humble. Like, what would you put that down to?
I think it's because there's been so much struggle over the last 10 years. So much hope, so much wanting, and then the way that we've lost the league a few times. Obviously, last year, one of the best years ever. Yeah. And you lose the league by what, like a point? And then obviously when Gerrard slips that one time. So we've had two such close calls that I think you naturally go into it humble. And the majority of the fan base is happy we're here, but you just can't count your chickens. I mean, for me, it's already happened. We've won it in my head. Yeah. And I'm not worried at all. Yeah. It's happened. Like, I'm not even bothered because it's going to happen. Yeah. And I almost like enjoy the struggle to be able to feel like this right now. So no, I think that's what it is. It's just that we've been so close so many times that now that you're in the position to win it, it's you have to stay calm. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's the main reason.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Like, I get it. Like, I was even having a conversation the other day and I was saying, for all the great things that Steven Gerrard done in his career, literally he's defined by that slip. Yeah. And you know how crazy football is? It's the same with John Terry. When he slipped and he missed that penalty, everyone remembers him crying with his shin pads on in Moscow, and it's mad. And I think that heartache, I can't even imagine as a Liverpool fan like how it would have felt to be that close and have it snatched away from you. Obviously, as a United fan, I've seen my team lose it on goal difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, that was painful.
That was pain, yeah.
But we didn't have to wait as long as you guys have had to wait. Yeah. So I completely get it, but at least you're honest and you said, you know what, in your head it's already done. I think until it's mathematically impossible, I think Liverpool fans are going to be humble and then we're going to have to go into hiding. Yeah,
you guys, I think you're already preparing for hiding. You already kind of are in hiding though.
Yeah.
Your team, the way that United have dropped has been pretty dramatic. I know it happened to Liverpool at that one point after Benitez where we really did go downhill. Yeah. And that was tough. That was tough to watch, tough to witness, tough to watch the types of players like Voronin, Voronin, Jovanovic. Yeah. Spearing, these aren't Liverpool standard players. John Joe Shelby,
Lambert,
that era. Lambert, Downing, Carroll. These weren't Liverpool caliber players.
Yeah,
and I think you're in that, and it's just how do you rise above that? Obviously, United are such a big team, such a big club. You're expecting them to rise eventually, and I think you will. It seems like you're going to get Fernandes, right? From
Hopefully.
Sporting.
Hopefully. As I said, when it comes to transfers, we've had our hearts broken loads of times.
Yeah, that's the key now, is getting the right players so you can improve your squad. But I think Liverpool, man, it's about time it's happened. It's about time, and it's a club, and I think for me, when Klopp joined, I was there at that game against Spurs. Yeah. I was so satisfied, even though it was a draw. People were pulling up with hamstring injuries. The pressing, the attacking football, the forward play is what you want.
It gave you something to buy into.
Yeah, and I said to myself after that, we're going to win it in 3 seasons' time. Yeah. I was off maybe by a season or two. Yeah. But you felt that level of pressure, that level of just attacking play is what you want to see. And intensity, that's the word. Yeah. You want intensity. The Premier League, you've got to play at a high level week in, week out. With a strong running style, and it's I was just happy to see that from Klopp when he came in, and now Liverpool are going to win it. It's for me, I wasn't born in Liverpool. Yeah, I can imagine my attachment to it isn't going to be the same as someone in Liverpool. Yeah, so for Scousers, this is huge, man. They've been waiting for this for their whole lifetime. I'm more of an adopted Scouser. Yeah, but for them, this is massive, massive, massive. So I can only imagine how it is if you're living in Liverpool, breathing it every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, it's mad, like the general feeling around the club, because obviously being an United fan, I just can't stand Liverpool. But at the same time, I think a lot of the time the disdain for Liverpool between Liverpool and Manchester United, there's definitely respect in there. They're the two most successful teams in the history. Respect, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of their rivalry comes from the fact that they've both won so much. So for me personally, it's kind of like, I want a reason to hate Jurgen Klopp, but I can't find one.
He's got nice teeth now as well.
Yeah, and do you know what I mean? That was my go-to, and now I can't even use that.
Nope.
Do you know what I mean? And it's mad. Like, how would you say that the Liverpool fans are feeling about him in general? Because me personally, like, even when you lost in Europe and then he was out with the fans having a beer, like, I just want some scandal to be released about him so I can absolutely throw the kitchen sink at him, because the guy, like, honestly, I can't dislike him, and I think that that's what annoys me the most about Liverpool right now, because the style of football was good. They're likeable and they shouldn't be. Like, I should hate them.
They're very likeable. But that's what I mean is, you've got the types of players that he's playing as well. You've got Robertson
Players
on the
like
left.
Mane as well.
You've got Trent, Mane, Salah. In general, very humble players. I think team players as well. You've got Wijnaldum. And the scouting has been so good. I feel like every player has a high IQ.
Yeah.
And that's why Liverpool are where they're at, is that every player can stop the ball, almost has eyes through the back of their head, the side, left, right, they can play anywhere. And that's what I think makes Liverpool special, is that high IQ of the players.
Because you don't even have nasty players, because, you know, United in their pomp, loads of people used to say, well, I hate United because I don't like Roy Keane. I don't like Gary Neville. I don't like this player. I don't like that. Same with Arsenal. They were like, right, don't like Martin Keown. Don't like Patrick Vieira, this, that, and the other. But when you look at this Liverpool team, most of them are quiet, get on with their business and play football. So literally, the main reason I don't like them is because they're Liverpool.
That's it. But if you step away from that, I can see you feel love towards them.
Bro, I like Bobby Firmino, innit? Yeah, that's what it is.
The IQ
He's my favourite.
Mad.
He's like one of my favourite players in the league, innit? Because of the kind of player I played. Like, Eric Cantona is the main reason why I love Manchester United, and the closest thing I've seen to that kind of player is Bobby at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying? And literally, I want to hate them. Like, coming to this weekend, I did say it as well in the Flex and Rant show. If anyone is going to throw a spanner in the works, I just feel like it can be us. We have no right to get anything from Anfield, none whatsoever. But Manchester United are the run killers, the dream killers. Did it to Arsenal in the 50th game. If I'm correct, your 50th game is actually Man City away. But I just feel like we have no right to get anything in this game, which tells me we're probably going to get something. How do you feel?
I feel like when we play United, especially the last couple of seasons, even though you have arguably a much worse team than us, you can stifle us. It's a much worse team, but you know how to stifle. I think you set up strong at the back, and your counter-attacking football was great. Against Man City, you saw it, where you defended really well, and the way you transitioned quickly into attack was light speed. It was just bam, bam, bam. You're in the final third. So, but Rashford's injured. You're gonna probably need to move around the team a bit.
He'll play, but he won't be fit.
You got James. You know what I'm saying? You got Martial. You still got very quick players, but they're gonna turn up because it is Anfield, it is Liverpool. You want to ruin the run. I could see it maybe being a draw. If defensively you're good enough. But Liverpool, man, once they get going, it's a machine. It's a machine. And even when they aren't playing that great, they've been getting results this season. And that's how you win a title. I think once again this year,
I saw a stat and it showed all the teams that Man City battered, like 8-1s and this, that, and the other. Liverpool beat them 2-1.
2-1, 1-0. Yeah,
that's
that's how you win titles.
It's been an efficient season for them.
All 1-0, 2-1. And I think against United, I'm expecting, honestly, minimum a draw or a 2-0 for Liverpool. If you win, I'll be very surprised, and I'd have to congratulate you and shake your hand.
If we were to beat you, how do you see us doing that from a Liverpool fan standpoint? Like, because I really can't see too many weaknesses. I think your right-hand side, I've seen Trent being got out quite a few times.
Got out a little bit.
Do you know what I mean? But generally, like, it's very hard to kind of pick holes in this because it's so fluid.
You can't go blow for blow. You can't leave too much space in behind. You can't leave too much space for the wing-backs to run down the wings. You're going to need players behind the ball and hope for the quick counter-attacks. I think that's the only real way you can beat Liverpool right now as you Man United. You can't leave space. I think because once we dispossess, we take the ball off you, and there's space. The front three that we have, it's not going to look good for you. So I think that's the way you set up, similar against Man City, where you just sit back, soak in the pressure, hope you don't concede, and then counter-attack.
That's mad. So for me,
I think James is a strong point. Potentially, James.
I think on the counter, James is a player that we can utilise. He's a great work rate, and if you give him grass to run into, like, he's a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? So and you do sometimes play a higher line than other teams.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think we could possibly capitalize on that high line. But I don't know. It's a strange one to call. Like I remember even the Old Trafford game. It was kind of like
it was a rubbish game.
It was rubbish.
It was nothing.
Do you know what I mean? And we were kind of thinking, like, why don't we go at them? It seemed like Liverpool were like just couldn't be bothered, and it seemed like we didn't have anything in us to kind of.
I think that's why this is a unique game because both teams don't want to lose so badly.
Yeah.
I don't think either wants to win so much that they want to risk the loss. So I think in general, ends up being quite a tight, nervous affair when Liverpool play United.
But even at Anfield.
When did we beat you last at Anfield?
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? It's not easy to beat United, regardless of the player lineup. So I'm expecting a win 2-0, but I could see it being a draw. But
You just said casually, I just expect a 2-0.
Yeah,
but even though it's going to be a hard game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be pissed or anything if it's a draw at all. Do you know what I mean? So
fair enough. I think United are going to leave with something. As much as people don't think we're going to leave with something, I just think if there's ever a game our players are going to get up for, it's this game, guys. Let us know your match predictions in the comments below. And everyone's been talking. Obviously, it's 2020 right now. Team of the decade. Everyone's been doing theirs. Liverpool team of the decade for you, bro.
All right, cool. I'm going to go Dudek, simply because of the heroics in 2005. I think he was such an icon. He's a cult hero, the dancing. I'm not going to go for the best players. I'm honest with you, I love players for certain things they've done.
That's fine.
So for me, it'll be Dudek. On the left, I go Risa.
Yeah.
I love Giordano Risa, man. The left foot, the spiky hair, the personality. I was a big fan of Risa. You have to put Carragher in the back.
Yeah, you have to.
You know what I mean? You have to. Jamie's an absolute legend. Next to him, Van Dijk. I would have gone Herpia.
Yeah,
but
Sammy.
Van Dijk is just, he's next level. He's only been playing for a year and a bit. Worth every penny.
Yeah.
I don't know what player's been paid that much, that level of transfer fee for you to say, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And you could have paid double that, and you'd still say, he's worth it. So I'd say I'll put him in the right centre back position.
Yeah.
And then for right back, who would I mean, to be fair, Trent might be the best.
Trent is looking like the best right back that I've seen.
We kind of struggled with right backs during our.
You have.
Like RBO,
you even played Carragher out there for quite a bit.
Who else? We had Steve Finnan. Do you know what I mean? So we had a few players where you're not really.
All right then. So yeah, Trent. That's yours,
isn't it? Have to be Trent.
By default.
I love Finnan, but I think for me we have to be a Trent.
Yeah.
So what are we going in the middle? Like 4 in the middle. On the Stevie G has to play. Has to play in the middle. He was absolute icon. Xabi Alonso.
Has to.
So Stevie G a bit more.
I think he's your best. He's your best midfielder.
In that utility
I think
position in the
Alonso
middle.
is your best midfielder of the last 10 years. Like, as much as they loved Steven Gerrard, he was the ticker. He was your Paul Scholes.
When I realised that Benitez wanted to sell him and get in Gareth Barry, that's when I was genuinely falling out of love with the club. I remember the rumours, Gareth Barry in, Xabi Alonso out. So that was a painful moment when you realise that someone wanted to sell Xabi Alonso. Regardless of maybe his form, you don't let a player like that go. I mean, that's just absolute suicide.
Yeah.
So we got the left and the right. Who would I loved a bit of Luis Garcia.
This guy just scored important goals.
He scored.
That's all it was.
That was literally.
He was sucking his thumb and that. I don't know what it was about that guy, where it's like the big games he just always turned up. And other than that, it was like.
But would he count as a midfielder? Or would he?
He was a striker, but it doesn't matter. Like even with my team of the decade, bro, I had to do a bit of tweaking, man, because our wingers have been a bit rubbish. So like,
I don't think.
So I'll play like Anthony Martial on the left and Rashford on the right because. Literally, like Ryan Giggs was an old man then, do you know what I mean? So he was playing centrally then, and then like you've got to choose between Nani and, do you know what I mean? It's like I
don't think we've had really a prolific winger.
You haven't?
Like a classic prolific winger. Where you go, okay,
not since Steve McManaman.
Yeah, that's a winger that comes to mind when I think of Liverpool.
Yeah. Because Ryan Babel came in and flopped. It's literally McManaman was like the last proper winger.
Remember Gonzalez? Played for like 2-3 games. Jovanovic, do you know what I mean? We just haven't hit the ground of wingers. And one thing we had was strikers.
Yeah.
So I'm going for the 4.
It doesn't have to be balanced. Do you know
this is going to be totally unbalanced, yeah?
Do it.
So I'm going, Luis Garcia is going to play like on the left.
Yeah.
and then I'm going to put Djibril Cissé on the right as a winger.
Djibril Cissé. Oi.
I just remember one time, he just against TNS, the Welsh team, when he just knocked it past the
And
like
he's
3
gone,
players, and he's
Bro.
gone. And for me, I love pacey players.
Yeah.
So if we had Adama Traore in our side,
you would pick
I'd put
him.
Adama Traore.
See?
It's very unorthodox,
Yeah.
but something about Cissé I just loved.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with
And
that.
he wasn't that good.
It's
Obviously,
all about
he had
opinions.
2 leg breaks.
It's
which
about
was
what you like.
crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So for me, it's not the best team. This is just what I loved. I would put like Djibril Cissé on the wing, and I'm gonna go for 2 up top.
Has to be
and
Luis
it has to
Suarez.
be Luis Suarez and Torres. Who would you have gone for?
Probably
Thinking
them
Salah,
two.
Mane, or Firmino.
You
Nah,
know
for
what,
me,
yeah?
it's that.
For me, like I said before, I think Luis Suarez is my player of the decade in the Premier League.
Incredible player.
I think he's
Incredible.
absolutely ridiculous. So
Incredible.
that I get. Fernando Torres at Liverpool when he
Does-
first came was
Wait, does Torres fit in a decade? He does,
disgusting.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Just about, probably.
Just about? I think
Probably.
He might. Oh, where did he go Chelsea?
Because even when, I don't know, because let's think, because even when I'm thinking about team of the decade, yeah, I'm thinking.
Wait,
by
does
the
Risa
time-
even fit?
Like Scholes.
This is
No,
10 years
Risa don't fit 10 years ago.
I flopped my whole team.
Dudek doesn't either.
You should have pulled me up. I haven't
No,
even
because you know
thought about
what?
it.
You were going back so far, I thought, let me just let you go.
Oh,
you know what
now
I'm
you let me go
saying?
too far
Because-
I think if you go a decade,
But then it has to be
you
Robbo.
pick this team now. You pick the whole. If you're going to do Liverpool team of the decade, you
Yeah.
literally this is the team.
Yeah.
There's no one from 2, 3, 4 years
See,
ago
that tells you,
fits
but
into
that
this
also
team.
tells you where
Apart
Liverpool
from
have.
Stevie G,
That
not
tells
even
you
him.
what Liverpool have been on in 10 years.
Mate, cool. In this team, you might just put Stevie G in.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. For like when Fabinho's injured or something.
But that tells you, yeah, that actually tells you, bro, like
That's it. This is
what
the team.
Liverpool
This
have been
is
doing for the
incredible.
last 10 years, and we
So
are where
mine's maybe
Liverpool were.
the
now.
last 2 decades.
Yeah.
So I'm saying for the last 20 years, I'm mixing up. I'm going for like
Yeah.
my favourite players.
We could do that.
Those, so for up top, I'd say Suarez and Torres.
That's
and then obviously
fine.
I'd have Cisse on an unorthodox winger, Garcia on the left, cutting in, and then Gerrard and Alonso. Absolutely horrible team. That.
See, bro, but that tells you, yeah,
Balance
what
is
Liverpool
awful,
have
yeah.
been doing for the last 10 years to the fact that when I say your team of the decade, you're like, yeah, this one. That tells you that you've
It's
literally
this-
come
yeah,
from
exactly.
where we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
To
yeah,
this,
yeah,
like
yeah.
with my team of the decade, when I've got like David De Gea in goal, yeah, I've got Vidic and Ferdinand just hanging on. Do you know what I mean? Right back has to be Valencia because Wan-Bissaka's brand new and Valencia's done what he's done.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Patrice Evra in the midfield, Michael Carrick. Scholes' legs had gone by then. Do you know what I mean? 2010. So I put Pogba in there with Carrick. And right and left, I'm choosing between Nani and whatever. So I'll have to play Rashford probably on the right side, play Martial on the left side because they're literally, and then Van Persie and Rooney up front. And them 4 are literally 4 out of our top 10 top scorers in the last. Do you know what I mean? X amount of years, bro. It's completely unbalanced, but it shows with both teams, Manchester United ain't really had a winger that you can rest your hat on for the last 10 years to the fact that I've got 2 strikers out there. Do you know what I mean?
You guys are, you're in a horrible position, but I've gone for the last 20 years. It's not a decade. I think we
Yeah.
had to extend it because
That's
if it was
fine.
decade, it would just be this team.
But actually, that's perfect because it sums up where both teams are at the
Yeah.
moment.
It's been
where
like a total transition.
if you go back 10 years, you're not interested.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Transition,
mean?
bro.
With what's going on now, it's a transitional period for you. We are where you were at the moment.
Yeah.
This is the Lambert, Moreno
Oh.
era. This is United now. That's the era we're in. With
bless
the
Lambert.
McTominays, and no disrespect to Scott. And like we have to play Williams at left back because we got no one else. The Lindelofs, do you know what I'm saying? Like we're having to do that, bringing in young players like Jimmy Garner and that into the squad because we don't have anyone. This is literally the equivalence of where you guys are. So you know the pain we're feeling. We know the feeling that you're feeling right now, and we hate that you're feeling that. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't even lie.
I'm
like.
honestly feeling relaxed. I'm going to the game on Sunday.
On Sunday.
I just feel so. It's enjoyable, but in a strange way, I do miss a bit of the struggle. I feel like I was more in it when there was the struggle. I feel like now I'm not used to the winning.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of turning it on, watching great football, and you're like, oh, this is nice, and then you carry on with your day.
You can't tell me that
there
turning
isn't.
on the TV knowing your team is going to win is not a little bit great.
No, it feels good. It feels good. I just think I'm a bit.
I remember when United used to draw.
Unorthodox.
It used to ruin my day when we drew because I was thinking, what do you mean we drew?
Yeah.
What do you mean we drew to Charlton? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to say.
to Charlton.
You know what I mean? So for you guys now to turn it on and just know, even when you're not playing well, you just know Liverpool are going to score. It's a madness.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's how you win the Premier League. But it's also how you set up and the players they've got in. I think you can, through good organisation, through will, you create your own good luck. And that's what Liverpool have done. They've created the circumstances.
Been saying that.
You've created the circumstances for good luck to happen. And that's it.
I've been saying that.
Luck
Like, when
follows the
everyone
brave,
talks
and that's
about Liverpool and the VAR situation, the reason why teams at the bottom of the league always feel like everything goes against them is because there's more to lose when you don't get the decisions you think you're going to get. When you're at the top and decisions don't go your way, you don't care because you're like, I'll get another chance.
Exactly.
When you're at the bottom and you know it's fine margins, you're counting every single time it went against you.
You can't, it doesn't, the arguments are kind of void.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose stats and choose an argument, but...
Because like
it's
people are saying, oh, Fergie
context.
time, it's luck, it's luck. It's like, it's not luck. Do you know what I'm saying? If you keep knocking, someone's going to open the door if someone's in, do you know what I mean? And the same with Liverpool at the moment. They keep knocking and they wear teams down and they beat them, innit? And it's at the point now where, like, even Sheffield United were a better team against you guys and you took your chance.
That's it.
And United did that so many times. When you are the best teams, you tend to just find a way in it. You lot are there and it's sickening, guys.
17 to go, I believe. Can afford to lose 3 and draw 1.
There you go.
That means you're looking at 14 games, really. 13. Well, if you win 13, you've won the league pretty much.
I'm just going to try and make it so, that, like, I'm not on social media and preferably not in the country when you guys lift the trophy. Because I don't want to see it. I don't want to be involved. I know you guys don't want to see it. There's going to be some Liverpool fans watching as well. Give us your team of the decade in the comments. Also, United fans, give us your team of the decade as well. Does it match mine? Is it different? Let us know. Thought we'd do something different for you guys as well. Keep the content fresh. Obviously, it's been viewed. You need to plug your socials.
Yeah, man. Here, what, did you put it in the link description? Or
we're gonna put it in the description. So just let them know where they can find you. We'll put it in there anyway.
Deactivated a bit of Twitter, but David Vianic is that one. My Instagram's dvianic. Obviously, I got my own YouTube channel and I got Poet and Rouge channel. We've got our own channel where we talk about football. It's quite entertainment based, though. It's a bit kind of fun. It's not really too serious at all. I mainly talk about players' bums and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like just analysing different parts of the game, I got tired of analysing the football. I started analysing different things. So yeah, check out that as well. I hope you enjoyed this. And thank you for having me.
Hopefully you man are only analysing parts you can score with. You know the ones there. Like I don't know. I know it's a mixed audience and that, but hey.
Yeah, we're having a laugh in it. So we've got 3 podcasts
guys.
as well. So
there you go. That's what I mean. All of his links will be in the description anyway, guys. It's been emotional. You already know what it is, man. And roll on Sunday.
Good luck, bro. Love. Have a nice.
Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos, and if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.